Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw the video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that. There's no way you'd be so. Please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Na, willkommen zurück zu Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. So, okay. Probieren wir das Killer's
We
Mistake.
can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was
Wir müssen den
wearing
Fehler rausfinden. Ich
suspicious?
glaube nicht, dass das
Or
war.
could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Nee.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Das ist furchtbar.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Das könnte sein. Ja.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Ja, exactly.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself? The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? 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 Huh?
Huh?
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible.
You know that handbag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible?
Aber man hat doch 2 bekommen.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Nee, weil es eine zweite gab.
That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Time for the... Oh, okay. Panic teleconnection. It's probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I attend your ears one last time. Starting from the reload and ammo feed. Oh, okay, jetzt gibt's die Munition. You will no longer be able to make do with just the X button. Reload the tempo marker to load. At this point, you need 1 bullet to destroy 1 remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you... Okay. Okay, square. Just like locking on, press the... In time with the tempo marker, the controls are the same as the X button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the X button. The number of bullets refreshes based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the square button. Bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will completely refresh and will not run out during fever time. If you're difficult at okay, you do not. Okay, guess this was a really useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanation for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point, but you and I both yearn for true despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
Du bist furchtbar.
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
Ich wusste schon von Anfang an, dass du irgendwann
Has
jemanden
she
umbringst.
lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Aber sie ist verdammt schlau. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something to end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already?
Man.
Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's
Peter.
impossible to use it in two
Oh, ich
places
hab's
at
falsch
the same
gemacht.
time.
Bonus Price, nicht Price Bonus.
There's only one bag.
Peter, Bonus
It's
Price.
impossible to use
Das
it.
meinte
This is
ich.
the end.
Ah, nicht Price Bonus. Gott, wie behindert. Oh, shit.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prices.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
What I saw on the monitor is Nick stuff on. Okay, we do have to broadcast. Okay. Was tapped to the pillar. Das ist ja hier schon. Threw off the hemp bag, no Monomies. Tote bag. Damn it! Wo muss ich hier hoch? Ah, Mann. That's dark schon. Ach, oh Mann. Jetzt sehe ich auch das Bild.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
So doof.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time! It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't choke around with Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my prediction, she might have caught it too. She probably had a despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had a despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? Maybe this is Junko. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did
What?
was for the sake of my beloved.
What?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
How
it's like nothing matters.
amazing.
I could just die, that's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong, not only was she affected by despair. You were half right, it's right to say that this is all thanks to the disease. Because thanks to the disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease.
But...
That just means she remembered something and ended up like this.
such
Are
despair.
you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault, it was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence, and it was also my beloved who created me the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Why you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remember, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, a symbol in the ancient ruin store. That's right. It was a Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end the world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami?
you...
Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own. Okay, Leute, ich würde sagen, wir machen im nächsten Part weiter bei Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair und ciao.